All right, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys every week, every month, every whatever it is when you get a chance to see me, because I do these videos on a weekly basis because I like to be consistent with what I do. And this is October of 2017. I really don't like saying dates too much on film because that kind of limits you as far as the exposure you can get. When I say exposure, when I post this video someplace 2 years from now, then people are going to say, wow, 2017, this is 2019. That video's been in rotation for a while now, right? I wonder if he's making any more videos. People think like that. It never ceases to amaze me the way people think. But what I want to call this video is the beginning. The reason I want to call that is I think that wherever you are, we're not talking about me, we're talking about you. Wherever you are, it's the beginning. And one of the things that I know from just going through my experiences or my journey is that more often than not, what will happen is we will find ourselves trying to do everything on our own, right? And it's so difficult to understand that you can't do it that way. You have to bring other people into the mix to become successful, because it's not a one-man show. And it took me a while to actually learn that. And then something that's more kind of, I won't say confusing, but contradictory to that is that once you get to a certain level, then you can control things by outsourcing situations that you need. If you need some editing done, if you need some videoing created, if you need some some blog posts created, there's other ways you can do that you can outsource that. So it's really not you doing it, but you are doing it. You're getting it done, but you're just commissioning someone to do the part that you don't want to do. Now, is that what I mean when I say you have to be more than a one-man show? Yes. You don't have to have hands on everything. You just have to be the person who makes certain that everything goes smoothly like it needs to go, because you are the owner and CEO of your company, right? That's who you are. When you decide to start a business, you automatically can hang that on your shingle. You can put that banner on your door front, because that's who you are, which means you're responsible for everything that happens in there. And I mean all the way up to the point where it closes. If your store closes or if your shop closes, that's your fault. No one else's fault. But if it succeeds and does well, that's your fault as well. It's because of you. So you make that decision. Is that what you want? What do you want? First of all, don't start a business if you're not planning for it to become successful. Don't start a venture if you don't want the best out of the best response or the best results out of what you do. It's time consuming, and it makes no sense. So decide what you want to do, and once you decide what you want to do, technology is available today that you don't have to ask anyone, is it okay for you to do it? Is it okay for you to study that? Is it okay for you to say that you're an expert at that? You don't have to ask anybody for that information. You have that already. That's where we are today. That's what I love about the entrepreneurial spirit that is allowing itself to manifest today. And I believe it's because we really need to be entrepreneurs. You really do need to have your own business. You need to have your own business because the system actually rewards you for having a business and punishes you for having a job. Yes, it does. That's not I wonder. That is a F-A-C-T fact. So even if you have a small business on the side, what I call a side hustle, have something that you can write things off, right? Because you can write off, you can write off any banners you have. You can write off any day-to-day activities you have. Like I have several expenses that I have to maintain my company. Probably, just like a couple of $100. But I'm able to write all that off on taxes, and it's incorporated through what's called a flow-through entity. Like it just means it comes directly to my income, and I just incorporate that into what I made. In other words, like this. Think about this: if I made $100,000 this year, and with my company and my business, right? And it all came to $100,000. If my expenses for my company came to $5,000, I'm only paying taxes on $95,000, right? So think about that. If my expenses came to $40,000, I'm only paying taxes on $60,000. And it's not unlikely that your taxes can be adjusted, because as you grow your business, you have to buy more and more equipment. You know, things that, you know, make your actual experience a lot easier and a lot simpler, right? Because that's what you want. You want to have it the way you want it. That's the way I love my life. And then what you also have as a benefit is you get to live the life that you want, and you get to expense that life. That's a beautiful thing. It really is. This is the first video of several videos I'll be creating today. I'm creating some videos today also in line with setting up landing pages. When you set up a landing page, which is a page that has the name and email address that someone has put in front of you, so to speak, and they want you to get a copy of a book or get a video or get a, we'll call it a cheat sheet, something, you know, three things that you didn't know you needed to know about this, you know, those type of things. Then you can also add videos to those, and I like to have my system kind of inundated with videos, because I like doing videos, and I believe in the video not only shows or gives information, but it also lets you see a part of my personality, right, or a person's personality. And I think that's important for a person to decide whether or not they want to do business with you. SpeakWithLarry.com